Find someone to count on now. You, my dear. Oh, that's a lie. Oh, that everything will be alright. I promise you. I'm my best to try. She's simply awesome. She's simply awesome. Woo! She don't mind me in painted on jeans. I never turned her, she was a dream. With the blink of an eye, I knew her number and her name. She said I was a tiger she wanted to tame. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream. And our hearts that beat as one. No more love on the run. I lose my cool as she steps in the room. And I get so excited just from her perfume. Electric eyes that you can't ignore. And passion burns you like never before. I was in search of a good time, just running my game, yeah. Love was the furthest from a mine, yeah. Caribbean queen, now we're sharing the same dream, and the hearts that beat is. The bad thing about searching through 300 some emails is that you might skip on something. And the hearts that beat as one. Ooh, yeah. we're sharing the same dream. And a hard step. Alright, I'm gonna just delete all of them. Could have been quit. And a hard step, it is one. Ooh, 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 yeah. Ooh, 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 yeah. She's a queen, my Caribbean queen. All right, let's thoroughly start cutting this off. She does by me and painted jeans. All right, that is it. We are going to play Chicken Police. We are going to solve this solve this story. Let's see how far I had from playing this game. Today I woke up feeling extra tired. Oh, and for one thing, StreamerBot ain't working. Why isn't it showing the game? There we go. Something's wrong with StreamerBot, so... Oh, let me write StreamerBot not working. I don't think people know exactly what StreamerBot is not working for, but StreamerBot is, for me, is what controls the voice command. StreamerBot, is the one that does the voice commands. Basically, my bot. It's a really good bot, and you have to know like either C# codes, but they have a lot of commands that are like for simple people like me that don't know code. I haven't taken the time for it, of course, because I do other things. Can't learn everything. So they have like simple codes for you to like do Twitch rewards, command your OBS, and all that stuff. Like do flashy shit. At either voice command or a touch of a button on Stream Deck with a Stream Deck, what do you call that? Plugin. So I have StreamerBot connected with, what do you call that? With my channel point rewards. And of course, Twitch SpeakerBot also is not working, or SpeakerBot is not working also, because those two things work together. So for some reason, it's not working, so it's not going to be doing, like either the memes on the OBS or doing stuff that it's supposed to do with, what do you call this? With the channel points or with my voice. So I'm kind of naked here. And until they, what do you call that? My brain is fried, sorry. Until they find something in support, which I think there might be an update or a new update. And what do you call that? A new update. Because I don't know, like all of a sudden, a lot of people are getting this error. I'm seeing their Discord, and a lot of people are receiving this error. It's like, I don't know, everybody just... It's just fucking up for everybody. It's not loading. So, Streamer bot is my bread and butter for like the little things to handle time notifications in the chat, like time, text, and all that stuff. And it's the one that I gotten used to because it's a really good bot. But for some reason, it's not working.
So you're telling me you have no idea what...
And I would have created a fucking stream marker right now by myself if I said to create a stream marker, but...
It's a wristband. I see the same thing as you. This was the only thing left of the dead body. And me, you know me, they don't call me Sticky Fingers for nothing.
So you just took it?
Maybe for some blackmailing?
Who knows? Maybe it just hurt my sense of justice. I wanted to know who I buried.
You're a real bastard, Zip. A real first-grade bastard.
Should I say thanks? Thanks.
Just lay low, Zip. Real low.
Thanks for the advice, Sonny.
So where to next? Where did that wristband come from?
I got bad news, Marty. I only know one person who knows about medical stuff.
Oh, no. We were just there.
Sorry, partner. Bubo again.
So now we gotta go to Bubo.
Hey, Bosco.
Get lost, Sonny. Can't you see I'm talking to Monica?
She played you very well.
So long, Tim. I hope we won't be...
And the pleasure's all mine, boys.
Let's go to Bubo's
Hello,
place.
Ursula, dear. Oh, what's the rush? Is there something wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? That dim-witted, insane, ragged old stinky owl. That's what's wrong.
Whoa. It's all right, Ursula. Just tell us what happened.
What happened? You happened. And Westler's goons. It was supposed to be the only day of the year we could have relaxed a little.
We're sorry, Ursula. You're right.
Like I care, Marty. I'm tired of this. Tired of the bitter old owl, and I'm tired of waiting.
And?
Never mind. I'm going. This time, I'm going for good.
Hang in there, Ursula. If there's anything we can do to help...
Anything? Of course there is, my dear. I never want to see your faces again.
Ouch. I'm gonna
Well,
try
goddamn,
to
girl.
talk to the old owl, all right?
Good luck with that.
Oh, and Ursula, thanks for all you've done for us. With the car.
You know, I'm starting to regret it.
That was...
Rough.
yeah.
But understandable. I only see Bubo once a year, and even that's way too much.
A lot of people feel the same about us.
Yeah, that's true.
Ursula got really mad at the old owl, but it doesn't seem to upset Bubo that much. He is just dead inside. Shit.
Say, Bubo, about Ursula.
What about her?
Well, that's just it. What if she's not coming back? I'm a little worried about you, Doc. And you know that's not my style.
Well, don't worry, boys. The wind's blowing, the sun's shining.
And Ursula always comes back.
Exactly. There are things in the universe that are unchangeable.
Touching, but you should be prepared for the worst. I thought Molly was coming back too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I trust Ursula, Sonny. What else can I do?
Well, to be honest, that's all you can do.
At a certain point, we get tired of it.
What do you know about this wristband, Bubo?
Zip said they gave these to patients in hospitals. That's why we came back to you.
Something similar, yes, but not exactly the same. It's different.
And?
And what?
Well, what do you think? Where's this from?
How the hoot would I know, Sonny? What am I, some kind of psychic? That I put my hands on it and tell you?
Okay, let's try another approach. Do you have any idea why Wessler's men were looking for Zip so hard?
I don't. How should I know? Why should I care?
Oh my
He
god,
had
this
to
fucking
hide
bird.
The body of someone Wessler killed. The wristband is from the corpse.
Really?
That rang a bell, old owl.
Well, boys, if I'm right, you're in deep shit.
That's more like it.
Tell us, Bubo.
So, Wessler, the wristband, and a corpse, huh? It looks very much like I know the connection. Or at least I have a hunch.
Out with it, Owlface.
Okay, don't peck me, chickens. Hobart Ibn Wessler has a relative who happens to be a resident at an insane asylum. The band is very likely
shit.
from there.
Wait, a relative? What kind of relative?
Yeah. You don't know? I thought you were the detectives. Anyway,
Oh
Ibn
shit.
Wessler has a twin brother, Albert.
Albert Wessler.
You put it together very skillfully.
No wonder he's
Marty.
different in a little.
Yes, Albert Wessler. He's a madman kept in solitary confinement.
Do you think he's the corpse? But why?
How the hell should I know that?
Thanks, Bubo. If what you told us is true, then this time we'll owe you one.
Will one?
It'll be fucked up if this whole shit is
So, Albert Wessler. Which asylum do you mean, Bubo?
It's got some fancy long name. I don't remember, but I have a brochure. Let me find it for you.
Thanks, Bubo.
Here it is. Let there be peace forever. Mental institution for ill and damaged minds. Quite a big fool.
Where can we find it? I've never heard of it.
It's a good 6-hour drive from Clawville.
damn 6 hours.
Maybe more. But you'll find everything in the brochure.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Whew, finally? Now get your chicken scratchers out of here while I'm asking nicely. Just one more thing.
What's that, Bubo?
If that someone was really Albert Wessler, the trouble's bigger than you think.
It's always bigger than we think, Bubo. We're used to it.
You don't understand. Ibn Wessler never loved and respected anyone in his life like he did his brother Albert.
So what?
Then the problem's bigger than we thought. A cornered rat bites.
Well, thanks for worrying about us, Doc. But there's no way back from here. Too far, too late.
We're like hounds, old
The
man.
one we buried
Once we've
is
caught
Ibn
someone's
Wessler.
leg, we never let it go.
Not while you're alive, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, goodbye then, fellas. And I wouldn't mind if you never visited me again.
The pleasure was all ours, Doc. You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Ibn Wessler has a twin brother. I wouldn't be surprised. If this one is Albert and the one that they killed is Ibn. Albert Thaddeus Wessler, raddest male. Special feature, he's a dangerous lunatic. Albert Wessler is Hubbard's Ibn Wessler's twin brother who is being treated in an insane asylum far from the city. The wristband is very likely from an insane asylum where Isban's secret twin was treated.
We had to gather ourselves, take a deep breath, and think over what we knew so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into?
Yep.
This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me. Too many pieces had been plucked off this old rooster. But Marty's different. He's too good of a bird and too good of a cop to end up like me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel. A cheap one.
Yeah, but listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
I'm giving you an option right now, Marty, so you don't blame me later.
Next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Guys, damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand, and go home. Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No, why?
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the chicken police, Sonny. And we always will be.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Don't come blaming me later. What do you call it when shit goes
fast and clean.
upside down?
Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you, I'd most likely already be sleeping the big sleep.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Cluck off, Marty.
That's the spirit. The Sonny I know and hate. So where exactly is this place?
A few hours' drive from here, in the middle of nowhere. It's a creepy old mansion, of course.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you, you can still go back.
Oh, wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum, that's gonna be on you.
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
You still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Don't be stupid, Marty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss.
No, she didn't put a spell on me.
So what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of what they say about the hive is true, starvation, Riots, arson, predation.
You're telling me. Makes my feathers stand on end when I think about what goes on.
A body goes in there, a
And we
body
pretend
never
we
comes
don't know
out.
about it. As if
Or
Roachtown
instantly
isn't even part of
disappears.
Clawville.
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again, and because of its own foolishness.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first. Cause then, the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospects, eh?
Either way, it was a damn clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right.
So we were the distraction,
Who'd
okay.
have thought? I believed that little rat. I thought he'd changed. Idiot.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down. Even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell and have another drink.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should. What do you think, Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
You're my
Stop
partner.
fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. What do you think about everything?
Well,
Seems
I
sketchy.
think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother?
No, it was the other way
And what
around.
does it have to do with Natasha?
Because they
The
say he was
threats?
erratic and stuff like that.
Doesn't
He
add up
changed.
yet.
So I'm
Something's
thinking
missing.
the one in the asylum.
Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert Wessler fella.
Exactly. If he's the dead body, we've got to know what the motive was. If we can't, and if he's still alive, we gotta ask him directly.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a courtesan?
Wait, so the crazy brother's the one that was in love with this chick, and the brother.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it. Let's concentrate on the case, and on making it out alive, and helping Natasha, too.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
I'm not sure
it
what
could
I
be.
believe, Marty.
You never know.
Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel.
Oh. Oh, really? Things got mixed up at the brothel. No? Okay.
Natasha used to work there, that's obvious. And Ibn wanted to keep that a secret. A secret, it seems, somebody else had to pay for. Somebody died for that secret. Zip hid the body, but he kept the wristband. Who could it belong to? The dead body was almost certainly Albert Wessler, a resident of an insane asylum. But why did he have to die?
I'm still thinking Ibn Wessler is the one that's dead and Albert's the one that killed his brother. And this dude is crazy. He says this dude is crazy. A mental institute with a ridiculously long name and a ridiculously long history. According to the pictures, it looks just like the castle of the vampire bat in those cheap horror films. And Albert Wessler could be doing, what do you call that? All that shit right in front of her, running around and basically doing the whore shit. Well, writing the word whore and all that stuff. Possibly. I'm still thinking the bodies are switched. Ibn Wessler is the one that's dead because they said he changed. What's his name? Ibn Wessler changed. He wasn't like the same. He seemed more erratic or some shit like that. So that's where I'm going. And he's the one that's doing all this shit because he is fucking crazy.
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned Natasha worked in a brothel.
Well, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talk to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that? It would be best to board it up. It'd go well with this rundown neighborhood.
It may be run down, but somehow I still feel like it's honest.
Sure, you could live in Cockroach Town. That's an honest place too. Has a similar stink.
Believe me, Marty, I thought about it.
Why am I not surprised?
When all of this is over, I'm gonna go on that long journey.
I need the rabbit to come pick me up. Five 966.
Hello. You've called the Met Therapy Peace Forever Mental Institution for Ill and Damaged Minds. What can I do for you, sir? Or madam?
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being treated at your institution. His name is Albert Wessler.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the password given to relatives. Do you have one?
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling from the Clawville Police Department.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institution personally. Our director and I would be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir. Have yourself a beautiful, starlit night.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
See you soon.
Why do all the does it sound like phone fucking sex operators? Jesus Christ.
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha. So, I get the couch?
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
Whew, great idea.
I need a room.
Hey, Lewis, it's me again.
Oh, hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your service.
Would you open up a room for Marty?
Naturally, Sonny.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one. Again.
Yeah.
Insane Asylum. Chapter 4. Farewell, my lovely.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa. My darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something.
What'd she say?
Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this.
But you must know, you must know.
I stepped on the gas instead.
You have to know.
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this,
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
Yo, fuck.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no, no, no. The poor devil.
The fuck?
This picture,
It's very...
special?
Oh, the Fox King.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out. Ah, like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Of all the great wild ones,
Greetings, miss.
is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you, the chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumey, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh, God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes.
I think she's just really excited.
Air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
We got a real fan here, goddamn. Let me see if I can find a book. There's usually books like lying around for me to pick up, but I don't see none here. All right, let's read up on Lognecidus. Excited, what is it? Exciticus. Miranda, the nurse, species giraffes, jirafa. That's the way we say in Spanish. Actually, this sounds like J, like H, jirafa. This is actually written in Spanish. Jirafa. Gender female. Special feature, full of life, full of hope, full of almost everything. And she is a big fan of us, unfortunately. An overly nice nurse we met behind the desk of the asylum. Her name is Miranda. She's an embarrassingly huge fan of the chicken police.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we are relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
Quetzal? Oh my god.
Seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents.
That's a
and
huge
7
bird.
Nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Yeah, so that means he's fucking with people's heads.
Unraveling the mind.
Something
It's the most
how many?
crucial
32
mission of the
patients?
century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really
A lot of
good
people
to
to
know.
experiment on.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet, other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
Well, he's gonna have to make time.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so. What can you say about this, miss? Have you seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification.
This is the only lady we don't see her head.
Come by it. They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents, but I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the Chicken Police.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
Dr. Cesius Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Species green tree python, Morelia viridis, gender male, but isn't Quetzals or Quetzalcoatls like some mystical, like weird snake feathered bird? Well, the way they have it in Ark is like a big giant bird, a Quetzal. Special feature, cold distant. This is supposed to be like a mystical creature. Cold distant profession, he gives me the creeps. The professor's a real polyhister. Scientist, writer, philosopher, and who knows what else. Beware, we can't go up the stairs.
We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't...
Pluck you.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Oh, he's blending?
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Exactly.
Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Scope around the room first.
Your office is rather Puritan. Simple, I mean.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, yes. I can't let my mind wander from my work. I only keep what's essential in my office.
I see. That makes sense. Why do you have bars on your windows?
Because it's a room like all the others, and I'm just an animal too, like all our residents.
With the significant difference of you being a doctor and not a patient, am I right?
It's not as big of a difference as you'd think.
Interesting.
An isle of reason in a sea of insanity.
Insanity is such a strong word, and it's mostly an abstract idea. Where does insanity start, and how long is one not insane? Interesting questions. Am I normal, or are you? Maybe neither of us.
You see, that's something I think about a lot nowadays.
If you like, I can give you an appointment.
That'll
this
be
is your
all right.
chance, Sonny. Don't miss it. We're already here.
Marty, clock up.
Before we start the questioning, I will be right back. Because I'm gonna put some fish to cook. I'm getting hungry. I haven't had no breakfast. I woke up. So I'll be right back. Just give me a few. And then we'll see that I was right. The bodies got switched, and Ibn Wessler is the one that's dead. And the twin brother is the one that killed him, Albert. Let's see if my assumptions are true. We'll be right back. Alright. Let's continue. I'm heating up something. I don't know if I pressed that twice. I'm heating up something so I can eat. We already talked about the walls. If he says something again.
Is this cell like the others?
I would rather call it a room. But yes, it's like all the others, except there are even bigger ones than this.
A snake. I can't help it, but they make my feathers stand on end.
To be honest, gentlemen, your visit is anything but a surprise. I could even say I was expecting it.
What an introduction.
Please forgive me. I have the bad habit of immediately getting into the middle of things. How very rude of me. My name is Dr. Quetzalcoatl, but most call me Dr. Quetzal to keep it simple.
The name is Santino Featherland, and this is my partner, Martin McChicken, from
the Predatory Division of the Clawville Police Department. Your fame is one step ahead of you.
We're used to it.
Certainly.
We have some questions about one of your patients, if you don't mind. We'd like to talk to him, if that's possible.
Please be specific, Detective.
Look, Doctor, we're too tired to play cat and mouse. Not that snake and chicken sounds any better.
Very funny, I must say. Just what I expected from you two detectives.
We know you know. It's about Albert Wessler. Ibn Wessler's secret twin. Ever since we've said his name, all the doors have miraculously opened. That's what we call a bullseye.
Well, yes. Why should I deny it? We're talking about a rather illustrious patient here, who's also a very particular medical case.
Now, that's much more interesting. So, are you willing to talk about him?
Because Albert, regrettably, has disappeared, and you are police detectives, I have no reason not to talk to you. Of course, I'm at your service, but you must understand I can't disclose information about my patients.
Not even if it's a matter of life and death?
Everything's a matter of life and death in here, Detective. This is a hospital, even if it's primarily for the mind, not the body.
Still, I'd like to give the impossible a try.
Please, Detective, just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Let's ask you some questions.
How long was Albert a resident of the institution?
For quite some time. His first symptoms surfaced in his teens. Depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia.
Was he brought here immediately after the first signs that something wasn't right?
You know, the biggest problem with an opinion on insanity is that animals are ashamed of it. That's the reason our institution stands out here in the middle of nowhere.
Nobody
because
knows.
Animals would rather hide what they're afraid to face.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
As far as I know, the Wessler family wasn't exceptionally wealthy.
Indeed, they were rather poor, but we offer our services gratis.
Then how do you sustain yourselves?
By the grace of the treasury of King Hector III, of course.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
My family and the royal dynasty had always been on good terms, Mr. Santino.
What kind of a place is this exactly? I assume it wasn't built as an insane asylum.
It used to be a mansion. Construction started during the occupation in 622. Then it stood empty for almost a century until finally it went to the crown of Cloville when Hector's great-grandfather took the throne. The rest is history.
How long have you been working here?
I've worked here for more than 30 years, but it's been in my family's possession for almost 150 years.
So if I count correctly, as soon as it went to the crown, it was seized by your family.
That's almost accurate, Mr. Featherland.
What a lovely inheritance. Tell me, Doctor, do you know Madame Zavas?
Just like everybody else, I've heard of her, but I never had the pleasure of meeting her in person. I'm sure she's an interesting case.
Oh, you can be sure about that. I'd gladly get you two together if I had the chance. A spare cell would suit her very much.
Is that so?
As it turns out, she likes small, narrow, secret places.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence.
What questions am I gonna ask this dude?
Dr. Quetzal's a real mystery. But I can turn that to my advantage. I just need to focus on the strangest pieces of the puzzle. So when did Albert become a resident of your institute?
Albert and Hobart, or Ibn as you call him, arrived here almost exactly 4 years ago.
Could you describe that day more specifically?
It was not long after New Year's Eve, maybe the first week of the year, if I'm not mistaken. It was sleeting that day. Wind was banging incessantly on the windows. The power was going out for short periods of time.
What was your first impression of them?
I already knew the Wessler name. I knew who they were, or at least I knew one of them, Hobart Wessler. He was famous. Gangster, moneylender, celebrity, lover.
And Albert?
He was new to me, an invisible gray ghost. The family had tried to keep his existence a secret.
Why?
Because they were ashamed of him, of course, Mr. Featherland. That's how it usually is.
What was your first impression of him?
He was silent, but observed everything that surrounded him. His eyes were constantly moving, never stopped for a second.
Was he afraid?
I wouldn't say so. It seemed to me that he wanted to move into our institution voluntarily. It looked as if he couldn't wait to be here, alone, locked up in silence and darkness.
Didn't you think of that as unusual?
Of course I did, but who am I to judge? It was rather special treatment.
Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Okay. Addicted to details. In a little bit, I have to get up again, but I noticed that I put something a little too high and it almost burned. Tell me, did Ibn Wessler threaten you in any way? What kind of special? This one is the most common.
What kind of special treatment did Albert get?
You know, if an institution like ours has to accept a Wessler as a guest, there's bound to be some favoritism.
And complete secrecy, I guess.
Yes, but that's the case for all our patients, Mr. Featherland.
Of course. So in what way did he receive more than the others?
Basically, we don't admit anyone into our institution without a complete and thorough prior assessment. In the case of Albert, we put that aside.
So you didn't even know if he had anything wrong with him?
Initially, no. He was more of a guest than a patient.
Yeah, somebody that can just walk out. You can do that, I think, in an asylum or one of those. If you don't feel good and you need to set up your mind, you can be there as a guest, not as a patient.
How did you see Albert when you first met?
Albert was shy and reserved, like a ghost. He almost never touched anything. It was evident he was exceptionally intelligent. He measured and observed everything around him.
What else?
He was delicate and graceful, almost like a woman. Yes. He was rather feminine. He was an artist, Mr. Featherland, a magnificent painter, and rather good writer, too. Sometimes I even heard him sing.
And why did he have to be locked up?
I asked the same thing at first.
No wonder they said that he flipped or
Are
something.
you telling me Albert had multiple personalities?
We found out very quickly that there was no other reason for the cause of his seizures. He had a cold and calculating personality who sometimes, especially on stormy days, took the reins over their shared mind.
He had these seizures from the beginning.
Yes, Mr. Featherland, but they started to intensify after Albert left our institution for the first time.
He did what? Left the institution? More than once?
Oh, yes, Mr. Featherland. Albert left the institution on several occasions until the last time, when he failed to come back.
He's cold, he's calculated.
Not only very observant, but he's addicted to details. I must focus on that if I want to get closer to the truth. Focus. Addicted to details. When and why did Albert leave the institution for the first time?
It was about 2 years ago. Mr. Hobart Wessler appeared and demanded we let his brother go free.
He did say he's
Naturally,
calculated.
we obliged. We had no idea if we'd ever see him again.
But you did.
He returned the same day. Albert was ecstatic. He was unrestrained. I could almost say happy.
That was unusual for him.
I had never seen him like that before, Mr. Featherland. He just smiled and stared at the empty wall for hours.
Did he ever tell you what happened to him outside?
Of course he did. Albert and I had a good relationship. He was working on a painting for his brother.
And I think we got
Was
a
it
piece of that
painting
painting.
of a lovely lady cat.
Oh, exactly. So you already knew about that.
Yes, Dr. Quetzal, I've seen it. Albert left on many occasions to continue working on the painting.
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. Every time he came back, he was like a different person. But unfortunately, his seizures also multiplied and became more dangerous.
More dangerous.
Albert was hurting himself, and on one occasion he even tried to hurt me. It was unprecedented. It seemed his confined personality was taking over their shared mind entirely, piece by piece.
Do you think the painting caused it?
Not the painting, Mr. Featherland.
But its subject.
Exactly. He was obsessed. Right until that fateful day when he returned to us for the last time.
What exactly happened that day, Doctor?
It wasn't Hobart who brought his brother back that day, but two of his gorillas. Not
the ram and
the
lynx.
And Albert was in a terrible, terrible state.
What happened to him?
I don't like to talk about that, Mr. Featherland.
It could be vital to the case, Dr. Quetzal. Don't back down.
Oh, you're right. There's no use turning back now. So, Albert's tongue was torn out, or cut off, I don't know exactly, and he was blinded in one eye, or rather, one of his eyes was missing entirely.
So you're saying Albert was brought back horribly mutilated?
Yes. And they didn't give any explanation as to what had happened. They simply told me it was some kind of accident.
Dr. Quetzal is cold and professional, but he's also very confused. Maybe it's cruel, but I must exploit his vulnerability if I want to learn everything about Albert. Focus, confused. You didn't believe Albert had an accident, is that right?
Of course not. I'm not naive. I knew immediately that Albert had been severely battered, and I was sure it had been his brother, Hobart.
Well, we don't know that, Dr. Quetzal.
Would you defend a monster?
I'll be right back. Jesus. Hold on.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Featherland. I'm sorry I got carried away.
It's all right. Happens to everyone.
Oh my God. I'll be right back. I don't want to lose points. Focus, confused. How can I make these questions confused? Dear Lord, this fucking chair. Alright, let's get on with it. Hopefully I don't fuck this up.
Concentrate, Doctor. What do you think happened to Albert?
I'm sure it was Hobart. He ordered his men to mutilate poor Albert.
But why would he do that?
Maybe Albert saw something he could accidentally reveal.
To whom? The four walls? A couple of crazies? You?
To anyone, Mr. Featherland.
I don't think it's that simple, Doctor. But thank you for your honest opinion.
You're welcome, Detective.
I bet you his brother took him
What
out.
happened then? How did Albert disappear?
A few weeks later, Hobart came to visit Albert one more time. Albert had been in terrible condition by then. We even had to transfer him to another cell, a more safe one.
What did Hobart do during the visit?
He didn't do anything. He just sat and watched his brother, who was in an almost vegetative state by then.
Couldn't you manage to draw anything out of him? You or Hobart?
Nothing. For a while, he was trying to signal something. Perhaps he was too afraid. And most likely his fingers had been broken too.
Jesus.
So he couldn't even write.
Do you think Hobart could have killed Albert?
It's horrible to say it, but I'm sure of it.
How did he disappear in the end? Did someone come for him?
That's what's most eerie about it all, Mr. Featherland. He simply disappeared. His door, which only I had a key for, was open.
Did anyone see anything?
No one. We interrogated the staff, even the patients. He simply vanished off the face of the wilderness. We don't know what happened.
But you're the only one that had the key.
Unfortunately, I have a hunch. Thank you, Doctor. You've been a great help.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could be of help. But please, I now must attend to my work.
We understand, Doctor. Thank you.
Oh, thank God. Woo! I'll read these later. Ibn most likely killed his own brother, Albert Wessler, and made Zip dispose of his body. How's it right now, anyway? Professor has governed the mental health facility in his state for more than 150 years. Quite a heritage, eh? He is cold, reserved, and endlessly professional in his own field, but the thing that happened to Albert even got a rise out of him. No surprise there, I think. Oh, wait. Cold, distant, professional gives me the creeps. He might have a bingo. Albert Wessler has. We might have a bingo. Albert Wessler disappeared from the asylum. Albert's brother Ibn took him out of the asylum on several occasions to paint that fateful picture of Natasha. I think it was a motive, gentlemen. Albert Wessler disappeared. We have a hunch about what could have happened to him.
That's quite shocking information.
I think you understand why we kept it a secret. If it wasn't for Mr. Wessler's demand, we'd never let any of our patients walk freely outside our institution.
Then the accident happened.
Accident? Ha! We didn't believe it, not for a second. After Albert came back to us, horribly mutilated, he was different.
Different how?
If someone got one of his eyes poked out and his tongue torn out, he'd be different, but not like this. Albert was a different person.
We believe you, Doctor. So, can we take a look at Albert's cell?
I'd rather call it his room. Mr. Wessler lived in exceptional circumstances.
Thanks to the Wessler name, I guess.
Yes.
The snake just said
We
it.
try to make all of our patients stay as comfortable as possible, but Albert certainly enjoyed special favoritism.
I hope you don't mind if we take a look
The
around
snake
in
just
there.
said it. He was a
That's
different person.
Not going to bother
They switched.
anyone.
The one that went into the
Well,
jail all
that's,
fucked up was
surprising.
the
I've
original
never seen a
Ilben
cell
Wessler.
like this before, that's for sure. I wouldn't mind living here myself.
It seems that being a Wessler gets
The
you
crazier one
privileges.
is the one that's out. They're
And a
twins.
healthy dose of
Identical
danger.
from what I see.
Mostly that, yeah. Let's take a good look around. I'm sure we'll find some answers here. I can almost smell them.
Well, I smell paint, ink, plaster, some kind of oil, aging paper, slight smell of rat, and great expectations.
What the dickens?
Unmistakable. Yeah.
This place is bad for you, pal. But if you've already jump-started your beak holes, then sniff out the solution.
I'm on it, Boss Bird.
Identical twins.
I
And
knew
looking
it.
at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. 2 men and 1 woman. Nothing good ever comes of that.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
Of all the wild ones, Marty, please, stitch up your beak, okay?
Just use your imagination, old bird.
Oh my god.
Scribbles, newspaper articles, study papers, poems, perfect chaos.
Just like the troubled mind of a troubled fella.
Yeah, but there's still a kind of order in it. It's just too intricate for you to comprehend.
If you say so, boss.
Look at that, a letter.
No way. Is this some kind of puzzle?
I don't think so. But we could still find something important here. A pattern, a sign, anything.
The red letters. Not yet.
The style. It's very familiar to me.
You've been lonely for far too long, huh?
Not funny, Marty.
It is, a little.
A handful of waffles.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us. Albert was madly in love with Natasha and would have done anything for her. I'm afraid he did exactly that.
I know I don't exist. I don't exist because you don't see me, but I'm not what you think I am. Excuse me. You don't think about me, do you? Never. No. I think of you every day, every minute, always. In my dreams, I have become one with him. One soul. You know who I'm thinking about, right? Can you feel it? Can you feel that I am there too? With you, do you feel it, right? I can't hold it in myself for long. Forgive me. Forgive me, please, I'm sorry. But I can't help it. The world is crashing down. The whole world just rotting and rotting. Everything is rotting around me. I have to get out of here. To become one with my destiny and one with you. Forgive me.
Albert was madly in love with identical twins. And looking at it, they may have easily loved the same woman. What do you make of this?
Apart from the fact the guy was totally insane? I don't know. What should I?
That maybe we've been chasing the wrong person all this time, Marty.
What do you mean?
Everything will be revealed soon.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic all of a sudden?
If I'm right, this'll flip the whole case upside down.
What's that, Sonny? A blurb from some horrible novel?
I just have to think things through before I come to any hasty conclusions, Marty.
Ugh, you're killing me. So, what now? Where to?
Back to Clawville, where we can finally put all the pieces together.
You're driving me crazy. But all right, let's go home.
What can you tell us about the woman in the photo we saw in Albert's room?
Do you mean Miss Natasha Katsenko? Well, yes. I don't know much about her, but everyone heard her name and her voice around here.
Did she ever visit this place?
Never. But if you ask me, Natasha probably didn't even know Albert was a resident of our institution.
And Albert, did he mention her often?
Constantly. It was obvious he had an affection for Miss Katsenko, but I wouldn't have thought for a moment he could escape because of her.
I wouldn't jump ahead, Doctor. Something else could be behind Albert's disappearance.
Do you think so? All the signs clearly indicate this.
Maybe they do, Doctor, but in my line of work, logic's not always the best advisor.
In 99% of cases.
Exactly. But this one typically belongs to the remaining 1%.
If you say so.
So, detectives, have you found what you were looking for?
I'm afraid we have, Doctor. And more.
I wouldn't dare to say I'm happy to hear it, but I'm glad to be of service to you.
Well, thanks, Doc.
I hope I don't offend you by saying I hope we're not going to meet anytime soon.
Not on account of either of our jobs, am I right?
Exactly.
Albert fell fatally in love with Natasha. Was that the reason he had to die?
Farewell, Miranda, dear. Lovely to meet you.
So, you'll remember my name?
Marty McChicken never forgets, ma'am.
Oh,
Furry gods. Let's go. Goodbye, miss. It was a pleasure.
Goodbye, gentlemen, and happy investigating.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
If there's anything I can help you with, please just ask.
Thank you, Miranda. You've already helped enough.
I hear people crying and shit.
Oh, I don't believe this. Those two again?
Oh shit.
Take him out. My car won't last much longer.
Don't worry, Sonny. I was born to do this.
You gotta take care of these guys again. Pow, 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 motherfucker.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Fuck up one of the wheels. Oh, God. Son of a bitch!
Are you blind or what? Where did you learn to shoot?
Whew. Well, that was close.
A little too close for my taste, and it only strengthens my belief. Wessler is desperate. He knows if we survive, he's done for.
Well, come on, what did you work out? Will you tell me already?
Sure. Let's put the picture together, piece by piece. Let's start from the beginning. So, we got a case.
Really? Really? Okay.
Natasha tried to show us the painting. And that painting would have shown us the way. And Albert Wessler. Albert painted Natasha, so he met her on more than one occasion. Which made Albert
Fall in love with Natasha on a fateful night. He killed his brother so he could...
with Natasha. And on a fateful night, he killed his brother so he could take his place in secret and win Natasha's heart.
So what happens now?
The inevitable, Marty. We're going to the Wessler mansion to confront Ibn with the facts.
You mean Albert, right?
Yeah, exactly. And of course,
I told you the brothers switched places.
You think she knew about it?
Something stinks, Marty. The whole case seems too intricate.
Too many coincidences, right?
Well, after 10 years, you did learn something, didn't you?
9.
I knew the one, supposedly the crazy one that
You're
was in
right.
the asylum.
What? You just laughed, Sonny.
What? No, I snorted.
No, you laughed.
Ah, just leave it, Marty.
I'll be telling this to my grandchicks.
All right, pal, that's enough.
Okay. So, Albert fell madly in love with Natasha and decided to have her for himself.
And his best chance was to trade places with Ibn Wessler.
So
That was a
why
given.
the torn out tongue.
Yeah, Ibn couldn't squeal even if he wanted to.
What a diabolical plan.
More like insane.
And he said his brother was,
Why the
Albert was
messages, then?
collected and
Why the
methodical.
threats? Albert got what he wanted. He could have got away with it.
I'm not a psychologist, Marty, but remember what the doctor told us. Albert has a seriously injured mind and a split personality. I think his two identities were at war with each other.
So the messages were written by one of his personalities, consumed by jealousy?
Something like that, Marty, but we can only learn the whole truth from him.
You're right. So, are we going or what?
We're going, Marty, to finally finish what we started.
Well, if there's anything you'd like to do before, do it now, boss. You won't have a chance later.
You're right, Marty. It's time to wrap everything up.
I told you. I mean, from there.
Hey, Lewis, you weren't awake all night because of us, were you?
I've never been this excited, Sonny. Seriously, it is a great honor to be part of the team.
You ain't stuttering.
What is it?
You, Lewis,
Yep, I noticed.
don't stutter anymore.
What?
Just now, you didn't stutter. Not even a little.
Oh, I must be exhausted. It happens sometimes.
And it's back.
So, thanks again, Lewis. You always get us out of trouble.
Come on, boys. Don't even mention it. It is me who is grateful to be a part of an adventure of the chicken police.
Maybe the last one, too.
Hey, Sonny, don't spoil his mood. He's so cute. Nothing.
Do you remember that case with the goat?
Which one?
When that demented wolf devoured the kids of a young goat mother, and in revenge, she cut open his stomach and filled it with rocks.
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. Hell, that was a slaughterhouse. As far as I know, she even took the remains of the kids with her. But how did that come to mind?
This was that shop. The goat mother was running it. They found the dead wolf in here.
Oh, dear Lord.
This one exactly? Good gods.
Yeah, before it was closed down, when there was still some life here. Not even that now, just the void.
Yeah, spooky place, that's for sure.
Still, I love to live here.
Sonny, you're creepy.
Let me see, I got clues, I think. People. Oh, I have, okay. Albert is Ibn Wessler himself. Even I figured this out. Albert Ibn Wessler, the madman, took his brother's place and is trying to tie loose ends. If we don't catch him now, it may be too late. Wait. Oh no, alright.
Did you forget anything, Sonny?
No, I just thought I'd take a look. Might be the last time I see it.
You becoming sentimental?
Who knows? Maybe I am.
Oh, that's cute.
Shut up, Marty.
Should I say it?
I know, Sonny. I can still get out.
But you won't.
On the beak.
Thanks, pal.
Forget about it. I'd be bored to death otherwise.
Let's have that drink.
I've had enough stimulation for today.
All right, no whiskey. All right.
Maybe you should go back to the nursery school.
I know you're just clucking with me, but believe it or not, I've thought about it.
And what's keeping you?
I can't stand children. I can't talk to them. I can't drink or smoke with them. I just don't know what to do with them.
Oh, yeah, that's quite a problem.
Okay.
I guess everything's about selfish reasons in the end.
Many heroes become heroes out of selfishness, Marty, but not all of them. There are many unsung heroes, too, who already knew that nobody was going to hear about their deeds.
I hope you're not talking about us.
No, Marty, we're not heroes.
Yeah.
We know he's not there. Let's go check it out anyway.
You know, Sonny, few places are as cozy as the hot dog at dawn.
You have a point.
The silence, the fog, the sunshine slowly devouring the sleeping city.
The smell.
Yeah, the Cobbler District has its own distinctive aroma, that's for sure. But wait, do you smell that?
It seems Zip is ready with the first batch of coffee.
That's waiting only for us, my friend.
Oh, and the fly ain't there. Okay. The fly only comes out at night?
Well, he's out. He's brave indeed, or an idiot.
They're often the same, Marty, and you should know.
Hey, what's up, Zip? They didn't kill you yet?
Hello, Zip. I see they kicked you out.
You know, Sonny, they told me I could stay in there for 48 hours if I wanted.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
Shit, I had enough. Fuck it. You understand? When you interrogated me, you opened my eyes. I don't give a shit about Wessler and his henchmen. Let them come if they want. It's not gonna be easy for them. You can be sure of that.
That's the Zip we know and love.
Thanks, Marty. So, why are you here?
One last coffee before the end.
Are you going to get him?
We don't have a choice, Zip. We're grabbing the rat by the tail. No screwing around. No playing it nice.
I see Ibben's really got to you.
Just Sonny. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you expect will happen when you get there?
They'll either let us in, or we'll blow open the doors and go in guns blazing. How hard can it be?
Well, I'm not sure you know what you're up against, boys, but it's your funeral. I'm just glad I got to know the legendary chicken police.
Hey, don't write us off yet.
I'm just getting ready for all possibilities, Marty. Hey, chicken coppers.
Yeah, Zip?
Take care of your feathers for me, okay?
Will do, Zip.
Don't worry. I'll protect this smelly old bird.
Let me see if he says the would say something quick.
All in all, thanks, Zip. You've been a great help.
Thank you too, boys. You really opened my eyes. If I see Wessler again or any of his goons, I'm gonna plug them right there.
I'm not sure that's what we're suggesting.
Or you might go to jail. If you point a gun at anybody.
So, we're looking for more evidence?
No, I was just thinking
Unless it's
we could
self-defense.
take another look, you know, just in case.
Okay, sure, but
Don't even ask, Marty.
you're really becoming sentimental.
One more word and I swear I'm...
Yep, I'm gonna shut it.
Alright, so there's nothing left here. I just want to recheck every area. I already did the hot dog. Let's check Boobo's place. Oh shit.
No hard feelings?
What can I say, boys? I have a big, soft heart.
You sure do, Ursula.
Would you like a nice hot cup of tea?
No thanks, we just came to say goodbye.
Why? You going somewhere? Traveling?
No, we're about to
No,
die.
we're just visiting a nice place in the city.
We're about to die.
Shut up, Marty.
So it's a case. Well, be careful, boys. And I'm sorry I snapped at you the last time.
You don't need to say that, Ursula. We deserved it.
You're a good boy, Sonny. And Marty's a downright saint.
Oh, come on, Ursula, stop that.
Hey, Boobo.
Oh my god.
Hello, old man.
Is he asleep?
But his eyes are open.
Boobo!
Hey, what is it? I wasn't sleeping.
You were something.
What the hell are you doing here, chickens?
Sonny wanted to say hi before he suffers an unpleasant death of lead poisoning later tonight.
Would you shut the clock up, Marty? You're not funny.
I am a little bit.
You're going to Wessler's, huh?
Bingo. We're gonna put an end to this madness.
Ooh. Or you're stirring up an even bigger madness, am I right?
Well, that's always a possibility.
Get yourself killed for all I care, but don't come here covered in blood, because I'm not gonna open the door for you, I swear.
Oh, thanks for the support, old fart.
Don't mention it, you old gizzard.
It seems Ursula found her way back to Bubba. What can I say? Love is a murderous beast. All is right in the world again. Ursula's back and Bubba's still a grumpy, insufferable old owl. The balance of the universe is restored. I still don't know information about this. Okay.
Well, if we have anything else to ask the old beaver, this is the last chance.
Hey, don't steal my style.
Just learning from the best.
Let me give you some advice. Don't. Does the name Albert mean anything to you?
I know multiple Alberts, Sonny. Which one do you mean?
Albert Wessler.
I see you're in a funny mood, Sonny boy.
I'm not joking, Mullen, but I'm surprised there's something I know and you don't.
And who is this Albert anyway? Ibn Wessler's hidden son, maybe?
Even better, my friend. His secret twin brother.
Oh, you've walked into trouble there.
I was hoping you could tell me something useful about him.
I can, Sonny boy. Avoid him. Avoid the whole Wessler family. Those who happen upon secrets that deep sink without a trace.
Well, I used to be a professional swimmer. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
I lied. What do you know about that asylum? What's it called?
Since there's only one of those around Clawville, I know which one you mean, Sonny. It's an ancient mansion, easily around 100 years old for sure, or more. But what do you want to know about it anyway?
We actually just got out of there.
That explains
Oh,
everything.
thank you, sis, for the raid.
Seriously, what do you know about it?
The place is self-sufficient in theory, but in reality, the Crown maintains
And Streamerbot's
it.
not
one knows
working,
the exact
so-
reason why, but according to gossip, they used to keep someone in there. Someone who was either part of the royal family or just very close to the fire. But who knows? Maybe it's just a legend.
Well, they say we're legends too, and we're standing right in front of you. Am I right?
What can I say then? This whole city is full of legends.
This Albert, he had to paint a picture of Natasha at his brother's request.
Let me guess. He fell in love with her.
Yeah, classic, huh? Then he killed his brother and took his place.
Yeah, well, that's a classic too. So, you're telling me who goes by Ibn Wessler is not really Ibn Wessler?
Exactly. He's Albert, a dangerous lunatic with multiple personality disorder.
Oh, really? Streamer bot for some reason is not working today, and a lot of people are having problems too.
You mean Meredith? Oh, that's just what we need.
Once you sold your soul, it's too late to cry about it, sonny boy.
That's what I keep telling him.
Do you know Dr. Quetzal?
Do you mean Professor Quetzalcoatlus? Yeah, now you laugh at this.
All right, sis.
We went to university together.
You did what?
Take it easy
Do I
over
not look
there.
the type to you?
No, well, I didn't mean that. I just didn't know you went to university.
I studied psychology, sonny. Only I forgot to graduate. That's when my father died.
So that's why you know the animals so well.
No, I know them well because I have a newspaper stand and I talk to hundreds of animals each day. And I listen to the everyday problems of almost all of them. There's no better lesson in animal studies.
You surprise me every time, old beaver. And what do you know about him? Can he be trusted?
You're afraid he screwed you. He looks like a terribly dishonest snake, but don't let your prejudices overshadow what your wattle tells you. Quetzal's one of the kindest-hearted and most honest animals I've ever known.
That's good to know, Uncle Mullen. Or rather, Professor Mullen.
Hey, don't get cocky with me, little chickie.
What do you know about the Wessler Mansion, Uncle Mullen?
That if you're about to go there, bring a tank with you. Or two.
Dangerous, you mean?
Dangerous? It's a fortress, so it is. Giant walls, watchtowers, and of course, Wessler's hired thugs are waiting for you there.
Yeah, sounds great.
It's a beautiful place, I must admit. At least you'll kick the bucket with mouths hanging open in wonder.
That's something.
Good attitude, my lad. Keep it.
That's all I've got to ask.
Hey, old man. Sun's not even up yet, and you're already open?
You know what's my secret, sonny boy?
What?
Early
I never
bird.
close.
That clever.
How can I help you, lads? I see you're going somewhere.
Well, Sonny's going to die. I'm just wrapping up a delicate case.
So, you'll be off to the Wessler residency then?
You're sharp, old beaver.
Well, me dear lads, I'm glad I got to know you.
Hey, don't you start too.
That I'm just kidding.
So we went here. Where's that newspaper bird? Surprisingly, he's not anywhere.
You know, pulling the trigger was the toughest decision of my life.
You mean when you shot me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't hard, because you thought you'd kill me.
Not at all, Sonny. I knew you'd survive. I wanted it to be a permanent injury and hurt like clucking hell. But I knew that everything would change from then on.
That something was gonna break between us?
Yeah. And that I was never gonna be the same either. With that shot, I also gunned down who I was, you know?
It really did hurt like hell.
I know.
I almost bled to death.
Almost was the goal.
And? Did you manage to forgive me since then?
Well, what hurt me wasn't what you did. I mean, of course it did, but what hurt the most was you not trusting me. That you didn't believe me.
Not until you pulled the trigger. At that moment, I knew you were right. Ah, Cluck.
Yeah, Cluck.
What the hell happened that night?
Enough sentimental crap. We have an insane rat waiting to be put behind bars, and a woman you gotta get.
What?
Come on, Sonny. Even a blind bat can see it.
Oh, well, Cluck again.
Yep.
Achievement unlocked. I don't know what achievements. Damn, I'd be nowhere without you, partner, or most likely on the bottom of the river times.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Very funny.
Funny because it's true. You don't want to go in there just like that. It's a closed crime scene.
I hope you're just messing with me, Marty.
Of course I'm messing with you. Let's get inside there and see how much the boys have messed up the place. You know, Sonny, when we entered the room and saw the girl...
Deborah.
Yeah, her body. I called you every name in the book inside my head. I just had enough, you know? I wanted to quit.
What kept you with me? Was it just curiosity?
No. I just wanted to see your downfall, boss. I wanted to be there when you met your end, get humiliated or even shot.
Wow.
Damn, what a great partner.
Thanks for your honesty, Marty.
But then everything changed on the ship.
On the ship? Why there?
I don't know. Being tied up with you, waiting for certain death. I know I lashed out at you, but in truth, I felt there was no place I'd rather be. It was my place on that fucking burning ship with you, even if we both died there. Know what I mean?
I think I do, Marty. I think I do.
So, I guess there's nowhere to go but forward, huh?
Nothing left to do but kill a rat. As the chicken police.
For the last time?
For the last clucking time, partner.
Swear?
I swear.
All right. Let's hit the road.
What are these achievements? I think this is achievements probably for another UI, but it seems Marty was only playing stupid for a long time to see how the mighty Santino Featherland falls down. To be honest, I understand him, and I think I deserved it. It's still showing that...
Identical twins. Ironic, but... Albert was... It's a piece of a...
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
How come it's not taking me to the...
One more coffee, boys?
Thanks, Zip. Maybe next time.
If there is a next time.
So where the fuck am I supposed to go? It's not taking me to where I need to go. Mullen stand.
Since when do you drive a wonder machine like that, old beaver?
No, that's not mine. My son left it to me for safekeeping while he's working abroad.
The Cubs still visit home often, then?
They're good kids. They come to visit me several times a year, and if they're not here, I still have you boys. Am I right?
You're fortunate indeed, Uncle Mullen.
Sure I am.
You know, if we survive this, we might need a couple of good lawyers.
You could be right about that, Marty. Who do you think will sue us first, Wessler or the PD?
My bet's on good old Blood Boil.
I'll take it.
It's still not too late for us, you know? I'll grab Laura and we'll all just get out of the city.
Wouldn't it be great?
You can finally take me to Averia like you promised.
I never promised that, but yeah, it would be great.
So, we're gonna get ourselves shot to pieces already, or what?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but where do I go exactly to get ourselves shot to pieces? It's not taking me to where I need to go. The weekend house, I don't need to go there. I still don't know where the location is.
Buddy, you really need a secretary.
I thought about it too, Marty, but I'm still searching for a lunatic who'd take the job.
I'm sure Lewis would do it. I'd love to see him in a fancy little skirt.
Moron. But at least you finally managed to remember his name.
Really? Shit. I was trying to say it wrong. You know, I thought about it multiple times that you might be Meredith H. Marble.
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty. Remember? Her real name is Susie.
Maybe Susie's just an actress you hired.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty. There's no conspiracy theory. Susie's just a money-hungry little dame who made a fortune off of us. That's all.
Yeah, you're disappointing.
I know.
What are you hiding in there, Sonny?
You know, it's funny. I have no idea. I lost the key.
You want me to open it for you? I got a method.
Don't shoot my cabinet, Marty.
Okay.
This motherfucker. I think I talked to everybody. Do you know the location, old man?
Got any good advice?
I always have some for you, lads. Don't get shot, for example.
That's very wise advice. Why haven't you told us before? Could have saved Sonny some painful memories.
If you carry on like that, Marty, you too can learn how it feels.
You too.
I can already see us on the next front page.
Or maybe in the obituaries.
Ah, you cranky, croaking old crow.
How in the hell do I...
Come to daddy, darling. Molly, my...
Detective rank hard boiled.
How are your secret experiments coming on, Doc?
That's why they call them secret.
I see.
Can I give you a piece of advice, Martin?
Of course, Boo-Boo. Go on.
Take care of the old rooster, okay?
That's all I ever do, Doc.
How do I go? I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I went here before. It was locked. I don't have to call nobody in the Hotel Atlas. Went to the weekend house.
Roachtown stirring.
Thank the gods we're not going to be here when it's fully awake.
I think the buzzing of the hive has its own charm, you know?
Yeah, from afar, on a postcard maybe. But for real, oh, thanks but no thanks.
It seems so peaceful now, huh? Like a sleeping big cat. Peaceful now, but when it wakes, you're done.
You mean Laura, don't you?
Yeah. I admit I miss her, but I'm also a little afraid to go home to her.
I'm not surprised, since she hasn't heard from you in days. She's gonna pluck you, Marty.
Yeah.
And in the word pluck, that means either fuck or get fucked by getting plucked. How the hell do I get out of here? It doesn't give me no other area.
You didn't have the chance to tell me what happened to your brother.
He left Clawville, and I haven't talked to him since.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I received an unexpected letter 2 weeks ago from the Sura province. Someone dropped it off at my door.
Was it him?
He wrote the letter, that's for sure. I could smell the jungle when I opened it. But whether he was the one who delivered it, I don't know.
Have you tried to find him?
He'll find me if he wants to, Sonny. I know he's not guilty, and that's enough.
But he's still wanted in Clawville, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for playing a part in all of this.
I know, Sonny. The past is the past.
You know, you've truly changed, Marty. You try to hide it, but you've changed.
Thanks, boss.
Just, don't call me boss, okay? We're partners.
What do I have? Oh, exotic animals, okay. But we saw a feather fall when the doe was killed, or the impala. What's the number for information? Hold on. Because we don't have the address for the Wrestlers. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up. And people were also looking for it. No answer?
I see we're ready.
You'll need a shotgun for this kind of deal, Marty. Maybe even that won't be enough.
Nothing to fear while Bertha's here. Even less because you're here too with Mr. Sinclair, of course.
Should I cry?
That would be nice for a change. Ah, Her Majesty Bertha II.
My drumstick still hurts every time I see her.
Be glad you're alive. Bertha rarely leaves witnesses. If we survive this, can we crack this open?
I'd rather keep it for a really special occasion.
You're saying I'm not special enough?
I was joking. If we survive this, we'll drink it to the last drop.
Now you're talking. It's a little outdated, but I understand why you're so attached to it.
It can pierce the skin of a rhino, Marty, and the rust brings back memories. I'm a man of bad habits.
You know, sometimes I feel like I'm one of your bad habits.
Rest assured, Marty, you are.
If our theory's correct, this photo will hurt more than a bullet.
That's the plan.
Do you think that'll be enough?
Enough evidence. Not in the slightest. That's why we go unannounced.
And with big guns.
Exactly.
I still say that's a nice gun he has.
There is no new
A nice
Sonny.
shotgun.
Just the old ones had enough.
You think you'll need your fake badge?
I never needed a badge, Marty.
What a punchline.
It's more like a kind of good luck charm. It reminds me of who I should be.
And? Does it work?
Nope.
No, Marty. Not really.
Okay, now I gotta move this thing just a little bit because it's hitting. Alright. Let me see. I checked the trunk. Everything is...
I just realized. Ibn at the Tsar Club.
Yes, Marty. Albert's been Ibn for a long time now. Do you remember what Natasha said about him?
That he's been acting strange recently?
I told you.
Exactly.
I've been saying that.
Like, he's not himself anymore.
It was almost hitting us in the face, huh?
Don't blame yourself, Marty. We couldn't have figured that out just by ourselves. The whole story's too twisted for that.
Exactly.
Well, it's how we make our living, Sonny. And I'm sure we'll have plenty more twisted cases to come.
Who knows, Marty? It's not up to us. It's mostly not up to us, in fact.
Yeah, right.
It's tough for the developers. The developers gotta make another series of Chicken Police.
Do you think the asylum was in on it? I mean, covering up Albert's disappearance?
You know that reptiles give me the creeps. One of them even set fire to that ship. But oddly enough, the doctor seemed honest to me.
He seemed like a patient to me. Seriously, I thought everyone was crazy in that place.
Yeah. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, he doesn't become a monster.
Are you still talking about the doctor?
Good question.
So, what's the plan? We shove the letter and our theory in his face and see what happens?
Something like that, Marty. I think our presence will be enough for the truth to come out.
I really hope you're right, Boss Bird.
He started
We have no
blasting.
other choice. So I hope so, too.
Do you think it's a love triangle? I mean, could Natasha love Albert as well?
Good question, Marty. But I don't think so. When I first spoke to Natasha, she told me she loved Ibn in her own way.
In her own way, huh? And could she love two rats in her own way?
Maybe. Maybe she even suspected the truth, but didn't dare admit it, even to herself.
Finally, new locations.
So, what do you think, now that it's clearer?
I don't know, Marty, but I believe Natasha didn't mean to be bad. Not intentionally, at least.
I'm not as sure of that as you are, boss. But we'll find that out pretty soon, I guess.
I think Natasha was very much aware that wherever she goes, disaster follows her. But it's not her fault, and she can't do anything about it. There are people like that.
Really? You don't say. Someone remarkably similar came to mind right now.
Shut up.
Me, right?
Who can even read minds?
Maybe you're right, Marty. Maybe you're right.
Marty, you're an asshole. Alright, so let's start saying goodbye
Okay, so when you feel we can leave, just point to the place on the map and we'll be off.
Thanks, partner. I'll do that.
So, you're going now to confront Mr. Whistler?
We have no other choice, Lewis. We're gonna see it through to the end. We've already come this far.
You're brave, gentlemen. I'm honestly impressed.
Well, the rabbit's onto something.
This isn't about money. Not about courage or pride either. It's simply...
stubbornness?
Mostly, yeah.
The Whistler residency, and it's still on that one person thing that I cannot hit. Alright, let's go to the Whistler residency. What is this?
The sun was shining, and all the ducks were in a row. I felt ready. The pieces of the grand puzzle were laid out on the table. I just needed to piece them all together. A revealing glance or a careless word, and I'd have the answer. I knew we were in the right place. I knew it
Yeah,
was
look at my
nearly
car all
over.
shut up. Looking like Swiss
Was
cheese and shit.
Natasha really just a victim? Or did she know everything? Was she controlling the puppets from behind the curtain?
We're gonna find her all slapped
Well,
up
if you
and
don't know where to go,
cut up in
go
the mansion.
straight ahead. What could possibly go wrong? Here I am, Natasha. I hope you're waiting for me.
That's it?
Furry gods. I knew he was rich, but wow.
Half the city is in his hands, Marty, and half the Council of 12.
I think we'll catch a big fish today.
Don't count your chickens. I'm sure Wessler's expecting us, and Natasha too, I hope.
You hope?
If I'm right, she could be our only chance of survival.
Lovely prospects, huh?
I've had worse.
Really? Huh, one of Wessler's ancestors, maybe.
Wessler's ancestors were poor cobblers. More likely, this represents what he
Shoemakers?
thinks of himself.
I wonder how chivalry is compatible with organized crime.
Ibn was planning to leave the underworld.
When his twin brother tore out his tongue, poked out his eye, killed him, and took his place?
Yeah.
What the hell is it? Water tower? Turret? A frickin' lighthouse?
I think it's a monument to an enormous ego, Marty.
Well, anyone who builds a tower this big must be trying to compensate for something.
Or he just has too much dough.
Quite the steed, isn't it?
Seems nowadays organized crime pays well in Clawville.
Are you surprised? The chicken police retired.
Well, they say the team's back together again.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Is this a mansion? Or a grand palace?
Or a small city?
Well, if it comes to hide and seek,
I could imagine a place with so many
Wessler
rooms,
will
you don't
have
even
an
know what the
advantage.
fuck to do
A
in there.
serious advantage.
To have a mansion. And not a scary, what do you call that, old movie type, fucking Insidious. Scary type movie mansion. One that's nice.
Hey.
Oh, these
not
fucking
so
assholes.
fast, chickens. Please excuse my partner. We didn't mean to be rude. It's just his terrible habits, as you may already know.
Hey, you fucking assholes tried to, what is it, fucking kill me.
Look who's here.
What a surprise. Our biggest fans.
What do you think? Should we give them our autographs?
We're here to see a boss.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Funny, I don't recognize them.
Well, maybe if they had some guns with them? Tommy guns?
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. The two suckers in the luxury van you shot to pieces. Twice.
Exactly.
What are you doing here, chickens? Would you like us to finish what we started?
We'd love to have fun with you boys, but we need to talk to your boss. And while we're at it, the lady of the house is also expecting us.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so horny.
In that case, I guess there's no reason for us to waste your precious time. Isn't that right, Gabriel? Get the hell out of our sight while there are still feathers on your skin, chickens.
Easy, pal. We're not even here anymore. Until next time, boys. This must lead to Wessler and Natasha's suite.
Well, let's get the big guns out and kick the door down.
No need for that, Marty. We'll wait until they invite us in, like real gentlemen. Then maybe we'll need the guns. But I hope it won't come to that.
Oh, my trigger finger's itching, Sonny. Someone's gotta pay.
Relax, Marty. Someone is gonna pay. Tonight.
Yeah, just don't let it be us. Huh. I wasn't expecting to see Olivia here.
She's real close to Wessler. But how much does she know?
Much more than me, I guess.
That wouldn't be hard.
It was a feather that killed, what do you call that? Sometimes crows, what is it, might have white feathers. Could she have been in love with Albert or something like that? Imagine it's this bitch.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise.
You see
Hello,
that white
Olivia.
fingernail?
Sweetie.
Get lost.
What did you say, ma'am?
Turn around and get the hell out of here now, if you want to make it out with feathers intact.
Come on, Olivia. Don't worry about us. We know what we're doing.
Martin.
Huh?
Don't you get it? You have to get out of here or you'll be in danger, and also her.
Do you mean Natasha? Please calm down, miss. We have to talk to Mr. Wessler and Miss Katsenko.
You really don't understand, do you?
Oh, shit.
What do they not understand, Olivia? So, what is it exactly that our guests don't understand? I was trying to tell the detectives that Mr. Wessler's very tired and doesn't welcome guests this early. He gets rather irate if he's being disturbed at this hour. I'm sure Mr. Featherland and Mr. McChicken can wait here while Ibn refreshes himself. I'll entertain them until then.
Thank you, Miss.
Why is she coming down with her nightgown?
Katsenko.
Please, Sonny. I thought we've already discussed this. Call me Natasha.
Please, Natasha, can we talk to you in private?
Martin? It's all right, Olivia. These gentlemen are my friends. Yes, Miss Katsenko.
Olivia tried to shoo us out of the Western Match Exchange, but she seemed quite worried about our lives. She knew what was coming?
I tried to warn you.
Thanks, Olivia.
The truth is, Ibn isn't really in a good shape today, gentlemen. He's rather furious. Are you sure this can't wait?
You commissioned us, Natasha, and we barely escaped with our combs intact.
So you know who left the threats?
Oh, we know much more than that, Natasha. We even know where you used to work. We talked to Madame Zavas.
Wild gods.
Why didn't you tell us?
Do you think it's easy for a woman to talk about such things, that she used to be an escort?
Along with Molly?
So you know.
Yeah, I know, Natasha. I also know all of this was a trap.
Believe me, I tried to handle things the least painfully I could. You weren't even supposed to know.
A lot shouldn't have happened. Poor Deborah shouldn't have had to die.
Dear sweet Deborah.
Cold, stiff Deborah.
Please don't say that.
A price worth paying?
You cannot think I had anything to do with that. You just cannot.
I don't know, Natasha.
Please, Sonny, tell me, what is going on?
You have to know, right?
You're sleeping with a lunatic.
Excuse me for making you wait, detectives. I'm having a rough morning after a long night.
Is that so? Our night was also kinda long.
To put it mildly.
I was just telling the gentlemen that you were exhausted, my dear, and they should come back another time. I'll escort them out.
Oh, honey, no need for that. My door's always open to the legendary chicken police. Please, come on in, guys. Let's talk in my room.
Then this way, please.
You just stay here, my darling. I'm sure our conversation will bore you to death. Please, go and refresh yourself, or tell Olivia to go make some coffee.
Yes, dear. Whatever you like.
Please, follow me, gents.
Lead on, Wessler. So long, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
Natasha tried to send us away from the Wessler estate, but why? Was she worried about us, or did she have a different motive? Because she probably knew it was this dude. is a dangerous lunatic. Albert Tedious West. I said Tedious. Yep, his name switched. Oh, that's right. He didn't become the little Dessa. This is his brother. He looks crazier.
Impressive bed. Looks cozy.
Sure is better than a cell.
That's right, Marty.
I'm not sure I understand, gentlemen.
We'll see about that.
Oh, is this the painting? Oh, the name was taken
This
out.
painting.
It's beautiful and rather provocative. Almost makes my comb stand up.
I'm not surprised.
But the corner is missing.
You're right, Sonny. You're quite the observer.
Well, yeah, this painting's unfortunately damaged. I don't know where the missing piece could be.
You don't know? Well, if you're interested, we know exactly where it is.
Really?
Really. It's here with us.
An insignificant little piece, isn't it? But there's an exciting cat scratch on it.
More like a rat scratch, because it's a monogram.
A.W.
That's
Albert Wessler. He's a great painter. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Enough! Out with it already. What are you trying to say? I have no time for your childish charades.
Easy, Wessler. We'll get to that in a bit. Do you keep a revolver in your bedroom?
Yeah, a bad habit. One who has a lot to lose has a lot to fear.
I agree. This estate is rather impressive, Mr. Wessler.
Well, thank you.
I suppose it took years and years of cumbersome work to build it.
Yeah. As you say, Mr. Featherland, I'm rather proud of it.
You should be. Whoever built this place has a reason to be proud of himself.
Are you trying to say something, sir?
No, just thinking aloud.
All right, let's get to the questions.
Interesting. Now that I know who he really is, he doesn't even resemble Ibn Wessler.
So, what do you want to know? I've heard you've been through a rather eventful few days.
Oh, you have rather good informants.
Yeah, that's true. I should tell you, I see and hear everything that happens in the city. And you are exceptionally resilient. No offense.
None taken. But tell me, are we gonna flatter each other for a long time, or are we finally done with the courting?
Straight to the point. I like it. Yeah, so let's continue like that, shall we? What do you want? How dare you intrude upon me in my own house?
Oh, forgive us. Our moral compass has been confused a little bit after someone tried to kill us several times in the last 48 hours. With fire, with machine guns. I could go on.
And while we're at it, you could answer some of our questions. If you've nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
And then we'll just leave you alone.
All right. I'll go along with your childish little game. I would have had a long and tedious day ahead of me anyway. So, can we start?
With pleasure, Mr. Wessler.
The ask function. All right. Can you tell me about Natasha Katinko?
I have no idea what she sees in you, but Natasha's been seriously worried about you.
Yeah, she, really worries more than usual, but it's understandable. Those disgusting messages.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that you
all right.
wrote, asshole.
Do you know why that
Or your
word
other
exactly? Why did they write that specific word everywhere?
Since you've been to the Nile, I guess you know the answer to your question.
Didn't it bother you, Wessler, what Natasha used to do? Surely it must have upset you.
Why? Did it upset you when you discovered your wife did the same thing?
What did you just say?
What did you think, chicken? That I didn't know? Yeah, don't make me laugh. I know about everyone who ever set foot in that place. I can even tell you who Molly's regulars were, if you're interested.
You son of a bitch.
Shut your rat hole. Calm down.
Not yet.
Calm down, Sonny.
You're right, Marty. It's not worth it.
You're funny, you know that?
He's trying to get a rise out of you, Sonny. Calm down.
About the painting.
Yeah, my brother Albert made it. He's a great talent, but still, he's a rather troubled individual.
Such self-criticism.
What did you say?
My partner means that you and your brother are very much alike. Identical twins, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. But, what does that have to do with the painting?
We'll get to that. Don't worry, Mr. Wessler. So Albert made the painting at your request, is that right? And the one that's in Natasha's room in the Tsar, too.
Yeah, exactly. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime in itself. This picture, it's rather strange, you know?
Why do you think so? It's just me, Natasha, and my brother.
The photo doesn't tell much in itself, yes. But if you already have the right information, suddenly it starts to talk.
Really?
He fell in love with her, didn't he?
Who do you mean?
Albert, of course. He fell in love with Natasha. All those sessions while he was painting the pictures. Were you there every time?
You mean, me?
You.
No, I mean, while Albert was painting, yeah, but I wasn't there all the time. Albert was there, all along.
And you think he could have fallen in love with Natasha? That's why he escaped? What do you think happened to him? Who tore out his tongue?
I have no idea.
Did Natasha know about what happened to your brother?
No, of course not.
Do you love beautiful things, Wessler?
Why do you ask that? Yeah, of course.
You were afraid of losing her, weren't you? To him.
Stop. Enough. If you want to ask something, ask clearly. Don't play with me. You understand?
We're just doing our job.
Then do it clearly. And quickly. Yeah, I'm really starting to lose my patience.
We visited Albert's cell and found something he seems to have forgotten to take with him in his great hurry.
That's a big mistake.
A classic, even.
What the hell are you babbling about?
This is Albert Wessler's love letter to Natasha.
More like a confession.
In which he tells her he's capable of doing anything for her, even the most horrible things.
Yeah, this letter doesn't prove anything at all. Albert is mad, insane. He's not normal. No one would believe his word, don't you understand?
But they believe yours, right? Because you're not Albert Wessler. You're Hobart Ibn Wessler, aren't you? How good it feels to be in his skin.
How dare you?
Just tell him, Sonny. I'm getting tired of this.
You're just a cheap fake, Albert. You couldn't follow in your brother's footsteps even if you wanted to. No matter how hard you tried, you couldn't get Natasha either. Am I right?
What? What did you just say?
She hates you, doesn't she? She doesn't know. She doesn't understand why. But she hates you. It's instinctive.
Yeah, what do you know? What could you possibly know about suffering and loneliness and the darkness? What could you know about hate, huh?
Oh my God.
Albert is an imposter. He's not who he says he is, and might not even know who he really is. I have to concentrate on this first, to soften him up, and to avoid us being shot in the gizzard, of course. What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs. Yeah, I cared about nothing except for her to love me. Not for who Ibn was, but for who I am.
Why did you think that would happen? Everybody noticed the change.
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew animals see what they want to see. I didn't have to behave like Ibn. They only had to believe I'm him.
Why did you decide to take your brother's place?
Yeah, as you're curious, from the moment I laid eyes on Natasha for the first time.
Yeah, he does.
But I had to convince myself that this was the only way.
What's up,
You've never
Ray?
talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother. Am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me killed immediately. And no one would ever know.
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you? What a comfortable excuse.
Comfortable? Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game for me? I had to destroy the person I loved and respected the most.
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately. You felt like this before, haven't you? Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
What happens
You
Tuesday?
can analyze me until the sun goes down, Wessler. But you won't get far with that.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
He's a manipulator. Did you ever believe that you were everyone?
Why did you have to mutilate Ibn? Why didn't you just kill him immediately?
That's an interesting question,
Oh,
you see.
okay.
But the answer is exceptionally simple. No matter how strange it is for you to understand, I loved my brother.
Weird way of showing your love, Albert.
You can't understand that. He was my everything, the only one who was close to me. Until I met Natasha.
She took your brother's place.
So you
pretty
kill
quickly,
your
didn't
twin
she? There's
for
not
what
much
is
room
it?
in your
For some
heart,
pussy,
as I
literally.
see it.
Yeah, you're understanding the situation, detective. But you know, very well it's not that simple.
Not some, for
Ibn was
pussy.
my brother.
Literally.
I loved him despite all of his flaws. and
Natasha
foul, petty
Katzenko.
lies. And that's why I couldn't kill him.
Not immediately, you mean?
Unfortunately, tearing out his tongue wasn't enough. Yeah, I must admit I've underestimated him.
And poking out his eye?
Oh, that was just an accident, Mr. Featherland.
Just an accident? You're a dirty, clucking son of a vermin, Albert.
Please, don't be vulgar, Sonny. It's too dangerous in your current situation and doesn't even suit you.
Oh my god, that question, all that, and I got a -10?
So you feel you're two people at the same time, even now?
Does it sound crazy? Maybe it is. But Ibn lives inside me. Sometimes he's even stronger than Albert ever was.
Do you think you can avoid the gas chamber with this, Albert?
Yeah, I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place. It's better if you start getting used to the thought.
You're not the cold-blooded killer you'd like to think you are.
Yeah, do you think so? Try me, detective.
Oh my god.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough of a plan, Mr. Featherland? It was perfect, even in its imperfection.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His Is what?
Please don't take it literally, Mr. Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place, but also his role. He himself.
He's getting shaky. God damn it! I think I failed this. I'm questioning.
No, I guess that's too much for you to understand.
So you mean Ibn's here with us even now?
He was here all along. Don't you get it? I am Hobart Ibn Wessler.
I must get serious, because looking at the gun in Wessler's trembling hand, I'm afraid I don't have much time. Albert is a cruel psychopath, but maybe I can turn that cruelty against him. When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last time, and then at Natasha, who was shivering under the weight of my gaze.
You simply fell in love with her? End of story?
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is, just chemistry. What I felt was
obsession?
More than that.
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But we all feel the same. We're just fools.
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all. At that moment, I knew what I was gonna do. I knew that the world was coming to an end if I didn't do it. It implodes on itself and ceases to exist. I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't.
Let him have her, right? You simply wanted her for yourself.
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny. I was him by then. He just didn't know it yet.
So in his mind, said, I loved you, but I lied. This is more than love. But yeah, obsession. You cannot.
You're just a cheap copy. You know that, right?
I'm gonna get so many
points. Making your position worse by insulting me, detective.
I wasn't insulting you. I was saying out loud what we all know very well.
Don't force my hand to pull the trigger ahead of time. There are many, many things you'd still like to know, wouldn't you?
Why don't we get it over with, Wessler? Pull the trigger and let's finish this pathetic charade.
You think I don't dare do it?
Oh my God.
If you loved Natasha so much, how could you lie to her all along?
We lie the most to those we truly love, Santino. Isn't that right?
It shouldn't be that way.
You mean your wife, don't you? See? That's how it goes. We lie because we don't want to cause even more hurt.
What you did, Wessler, is nothing like Molly or me. What you did
probably
was
hurt you
selfishness
when they leave
and
you.
Cowardice.
Watch what you're spitting out that dirty beak of yours, Santino.
I'm not afraid of you, Wessler. You'd better get that into your small little rat brain.
Classic mistake, Mr. Featherland.
I'm very close to breaking him, but if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
Oh my God, what?
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was, simply
his head is shaking.
Gentle, kind, lively, but still so, distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm and grace and everything's fragile and delicate. Do you understand?
I think I do, yes.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing in his arms.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? It's the only way I could comprehend and accept the miracle that was Natasha.
Was?
I think I've corrupted her. she's not that gentle and pure creature I painted on the canvas anymore. I ruined her. She became rotten under my hands.
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth and end this.
No. You can't understand this. She can't either. I killed Ibn, but he also killed me. Can't you see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two souls.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was crazy about her. I've been crazy for a long time. Ibn idolized her, and I hated her. And if there's anything more blind, more devoted, more extreme, and more true than love, it could only be hate, Mr. Featherland. It's an endlessly exciting, thrilling, and warm feeling. And infinitely red. Just like love.
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right? That you won't be able to carry the weight. But you still did it. Why?
Yeah, if I didn't kill him and become one with him, Albert would have died, Mr. Featherland.
And the threats? Which one of you was that? Albert? Or Ibn? Who wrote them? And which one of you killed Deborah?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable. Just like love and hate are one and the same. And I hate Natasha so much that I could destroy myself along with her, just so she would die with me. Are you familiar with this feeling, Mr. Featherland?
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different after all.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know why?
Why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger a long time ago.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long, Albert.
Oh no, we're retrying this shit.
Albert is an imposter. What were you thinking, Albert? How long did you think you could keep it up?
Until the end of my life, if needs.
Why did you think that would happen?
Yeah, I knew it would be hard, Santino. But I also knew it.
Why did you decide to take your...
Yeah, as you're curious.
You've never talked about your feelings for Natasha with your brother, am I right?
Are you insane? Yeah, Ibn would have had me...
So instead, you've done the same thing, haven't you?
Comfortable. Do you think all of this was just some kind of cruel game?
Cry me a river.
Yeah, you know, there's only a thin, fragile membrane between love and hate. If anything touches it, it tears immediately.
Uh-huh.
You felt like this before, haven't you?
You can analyze me until the sun goes down.
Yeah, evasive answer. So I'm right.
Did you ever believe that you were Ibn Wessler?
Did I ever believe? I still do. I believed it all along. Don't you get it? I am Ibn Wessler.
And also Albert Wessler.
I see you're starting to understand.
Did I go down on this or did I go up?
So you feel...
Does it sound...
Do you think you can avoid...
Yeah, I don't have to avoid anything, Sonny. You and your friend, will never leave this place.
You're not the cold-blooded killer, you...
Yeah, do you think so?
What made you think you could deceive Natasha?
Because Natasha loved Ibn, in her own unique way. Yeah, and if there's anything that can blind an animal, it's love and hate. Everything revolves around these two things, Mr. Featherland.
Is everything black and white to you?
Just like this game,
That's exactly
except
what
the
I'm
color
talking
red.
about.
And green, I see.
Gray in this world. Only two things have color.
Love and hate.
I see you understand now, Sonny.
Green with envy and love, we'll call it.
Albert, you're everything I'm not, and I'm everything you're not. But
that's why the color's green. Green with envy.
If that makes it easier for you, Detective.
That was your plan. Take his place and live happily ever after.
Why? Isn't it good enough?
Once I know the dialogue, I can figure out the questions.
Even in its
a little bit.
Which is?
Ibn's ghost.
His what?
I mean, for the second retry that I do.
Chicken. I'm not talking about spirits. When Ibn died, I didn't just take his place.
So you mean Ibn's here?
He was here all along.
I must get serious, because looking at the... When was the moment you decided to kill him, Albert?
When I drew the last stroke on that fatal painting, Mr. Featherland. When I glanced at it for the last...
You simply fell in love with her? And...
Not in the slightest, Mr. Featherland. Love is,
Everybody thinks that, Albert. But...
No, Mr. Featherland. Not at all.
We already saw the other dialogue, so I'm skipping it.
Right?
I wanted her for ourselves, Sonny.
Okay, this is the wounded. I hope this is the right one.
What did you do that made Ibn get you locked up?
That's a sharp turn, Detective.
It just came to me, you know? Where did it all start? Where did all the hate and jealousy come from?
Jealousy? What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Albert. Alone, locked up at the end of the world, while your brother is one of the most influential figures of Clawville, driving an expensive car, living in a mansion.
I think that was the wrong one.
With the city's most desirable woman in his bed. Why wouldn't you be jealous?
Yeah, Albert was jealous of Ibn. Maybe he still is. But I understand why he did it. Albert was beyond control and dangerous.
What does that mean exactly?
Albert did our mother wrong. Poor old Mom. She never hurt a fly. But Albert couldn't take that she was praising his brother all the time while Albert was just an unsuccessful, foolish, poor painter.
What did you do to her, Albert?
Albert killed her. It looked like an accident, but Emma knew it wasn't. That was the last straw. Albert had to be locked up, and he agreed. He never said no to his brother.
But he never forgot who did this to him either, did he?
Ibn was really good to him. Visited him every week. Did everything he could. Even introduced Natasha in the end.
And that was his downfall.
Both of them, Sonny. And yours, too.
Did you hate Ibn or yourself more, Albert?
Albert hated himself the most ever since he was born. He idolized Ibn. But every time his brother stood before him, he saw what he could have been himself if he had enough strength. But he didn't. Albert had always been a coward, a pitiful
always in these mysteries is always the one that you is the closest to you.
And no more Ibn either. It's only me, and for both of them, I'm perfect.
Can it be that the fear is making you say these things, Albert?
Stop calling me that.
I have to call you something. What should I call you? What name should I use?
I don't know anymore. I don't.
I'm very close to breaking him, but if I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little bit deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
I don't know if this put it up or put it down. So I'm very close to breaking him. He's wounded. I'm very close to breaking him. If I'm too hard on him, I could quickly be signing my death warrant. It's time to dig a little deeper and uncover Wessler's wounds.
Natasha was kind to you, right? Too kind.
Natasha was simply amazing, gentle, kind, lively, but still so distant.
You're telling me.
It's like she was from another world. A world where everything's full of charm.
I think I do.
I knew Albert's touch would harm her. Albert is rough. Albert can't keep such a delicate thing.
That's why you had to become Ibn, am I right?
I didn't take Ibn's place, Mr. Featherland. I became one with him, can't you see? This is the only way I could comprehend.
Was.
I think...
Maybe it's not too late, Albert. Tell her the truth.
I needed to do it again. I'll have to retry to get that good copper thingy.
She can't either. I killed
That's
Ibn,
the only
but
way
he
I'm gonna
also
know
killed
more
me,
of the
can't you
story.
see? We're nothing without each other.
You can't be two people at the same time, Albert. Nobody can bear the weight of the sins of two.
Ibn loved her. I admired her. Ibn was...
You know you're not going to be able to go through with it, right?
And I'm keeping the other questioning and this questioning.
I'm
gonna keep both of them.
And
That's
the
why I'm
threats.
skipping this one.
Which one of you was that? Albert or Ibn?
In my world, Ibn and I are inseparable.
More than life itself.
You see? We're not so different.
You and I have nothing in common, Wessler. You know
why, Mr. Featherland?
Because if I were in your shoes, I would have pulled the trigger.
Goodbye, Sonny.
So long.
90% AVAD. True detective. Yes, a true detective never stops asking. Asking questions. That's why I had to do that retry. Now I know a little bit more about him. Am I gonna die? No, this motherfucker's shaking. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Let me guess, Marty's gonna get in the way? Or he might shoot himself. Oh no! Who shot the rat? Oh! Oh shit. Natasha.
So, you heard everything.
I heard everything.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this.
And thank you. If it weren't for you...
Yes, both of you would be dead. I know.
Hold on, let me make sure something. It's gonna stop, but I want to make sure if this shit is actually doing the game sound. I think people are hearing the game sound. All right, it is going through. All right. I want to make sure in the advanced audio properties.
About who to target.
No! Oh my god, I'm gonna have to.
I truly loved Ibn.
But this man wasn't him. You felt it, didn't you?
Maybe I even knew it. I don't know. But I still can't believe it.
It won't be easy to process for any of us.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. And regarding Molly...
Oh shit, the cops are here.
The cops? But how? How do they know?
I called them.
No idea, Marty.
Do not look at me. I did not call them.
Olivia?
Don't worry, Natasha. They won't lay a finger on you. I promise.
Please, Sonny. You don't need to worry about me.
I don't want to be rude, Sonny, but I'm more worried about us than her. Hello, boss.
Hello, boys.
Now, before you say anything, we can explain.
No need for that, Santino. Monica already told me everything.
Monica?
Oh
Hey,
shit,
boys.
the angel.
What were you thinking? That I would just let you get killed without saying goodbye?
Thanks, Mon. Should we say we owe you one?
You know already, boys. Shoes are my weakness.
Hey, mine too.
Of all that's furry, we don't want to hear that. And boys,
yes,
Good
boss.
job.
don't believe you'll get away with it so easily. I want a report on my desk from both of you with all the details. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It'll all make sense, believe us. right after I figure out myself what the hell just happened.
What Monty's trying to tell you is that we had good reason to investigate outside the law, but we're sorry.
What happened to you, Sonny? You're sorry? Did you hit your head?
Why does everybody keep asking that?
Why indeed?
So can we go now, boss? Without getting handcuffed?
Don't give me ideas, Santino.
Thanks, boss.
Alright, I will be looking at achievement unlocked. I gotta check if the Amazon game things has achievements, because it keeps saying achievements a lot, but I don't have anything. What a surprise. In the end, she was the one who pulled the trigger and saved us, but of course, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have been in the situation in the first place. Monica knew what we're up to and informed the boys just in time. If it's not for her, excuse me, Westler's goons would have most likely riddled us with bullets. The old man's small, hairy heart softened in the end, huh? And all it took was the downfall of a gangster empire, nothing more. I still don't know who this is. Albert honestly believes he and Evan Westler are one and the same, two souls in one body. I don't even know what to think about this madness, but one thing is without question, Albert is a vicious beast, and he has to go down no matter what. Albert would have done anything to prevent his secret from emerging, but it was too late. Natasha felt something wasn't right with him, and Albert knew he couldn't get away with it. Deadly simple. Natasha saved our lives at the last minute, once Albert had revealed everything, so there we go, that's it. But is it really over?
So, what now? Where to next?
I think I should mourn, right?
You should.
But I don't know what to feel anymore, Sonny.
I understand, Natasha. You know, if you need anything...
Yes, I know where to find you.
See you around, sweetheart.
Ma'am.
Goodbye, detectives.
What? Are you waiting for me to change my mind?
No, sir.
Then stop pecking around here.
Yes, sir.
So we go to the police. Oh my God, Timothy, really?
How the hell did you find your way here, Tim? Always where the trouble is.
Sometimes I
I'm
think
surprised
you're
they
the
let him,
criminal
like, be there.
mastermind behind all the dark dealings in this city.
I wish.
I wish too, because then we could legally throw you in jail.
I love your sense of humor, Sonny.
I wasn't joking.
So, where did you get the scoop?
Are you kidding me? The whole city's talking about you. You've left quite the mess behind.
That I admit.
Well, it's a miracle that all of the city's smear sheet journalists aren't here already. Oh, while we're at it, will you give me an exclusive interview?
Clock off, Tim.
Hey!
Come to daddy, darling.
So we solved it, so where do we go?
Thanks again, Mon. If not for you, those furheads would have put holes in us.
No wonder, since you put holes in their boss.
Well, actually, that wasn't us.
Then who was it?
Natasha.
Really? I wouldn't have thought it of her. It's a pleasant surprise.
It was for us too, believe me.
Just one quote, guys. They say you've taken down the whole Wessler empire. They say...
I say you're full of shit, Tim, and you can quote me on that.
just one quote, guys.
I say you're full of
Ah, look what garbage the wind brought in.
Good gods, is this guy everywhere?
Our faithful chronicler.
I swear I'm gonna hang him someday.
What will happen to her now?
I don't know, Marty. I have no idea.
I don't know if I've ever seen Monica in daylight.
This means she's real, not just the ghost of the police station.
So, you can finally ask her out on a date.
I didn't even hear that. Damn, I wouldn't have thought it, but I'm glad the old hound's here.
And how do I end the game? Oh shit.
What about him? How the hell did he wind up here?
I don't know, but it's suspicious.
You think someone hired him?
Could be. You? What are you doing here?
I was just driving around, you know.
Trying to feed your grandpa? So, was it a case? Were you, maybe investigating us?
What can I say, Sonny? Am I busted?
Did someone hire you to follow us?
I just had to keep an eye on you and not get involved. That's all. I admit there were a couple of crazy situations when it was hard not to.
But you managed somehow, right?
A professional's a professional, my friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Even when we were
so
burning in the
ship,
ship,
who
bro?
hired you, whatever we do.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Even when we were getting shot up by that car?
Promise.
You and your promises.
Some people still take them seriously.
You're a real piece of guano. You know that?
Piece of shit.
Of course. I've learned everything from you, you old fart.
I think I have an idea who hired you, Phil.
Hey, stop it right there. I don't want to know who
Blood
you
boil?
think.
Oh, are you afraid your reaction would give you away?
You wish, pal.
Anyway, it's good to see you here, Hawkeye.
I'm glad you made it out alive. It didn't take you much.
Yeah, not much.
Anyway, it's good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, not.
Look at all these plants. It's like nature's claiming back what's hers.
Yeah, amazing.
Strange how someone so rotten inside, like Wessler, can still dream something so beautiful to surround himself with.
Do you think she was part of it?
I don't think so, Marty. She seemed entirely honest. Maybe she was the only one who was honest with us the whole time.
You may be right. Hey, Olivia.
Marty?
I just, wanted to thank you.
For what exactly?
For trying to save us.
I didn't do it only for you, believe me. I loved my job while I had it. Now my employee is dead, so I don't have a job anymore.
I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't.
Can I do anything to help?
I think I'll manage. I always do.
Hey, Bosco!
Look at that. The mongrel caught himself some big game.
Now he can wag his tail.
Yuck.
You're a good boy, Bosco. Nice work.
You know, folks, somebody's got to take care of the real police work while you're tearing up the city.
Sorry for the mess, Bosco, but you know us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do.
How did you catch them? After the gunshot, I was sure these two would show up. They have a habit of doing that.
They were already in cuffs before then, Sonny. We had the house surrounded. If you could have hung on, maybe nobody would have died.
Hey, a second longer and it would have been us.
That's your story?
Cluck you sideways, Bosco.
Please tell me there's gonna be a glorious shootout.
If we're lucky, Marty. If we're lucky. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen?
We're honestly very sorry it had to end like this.
Yeah, this peacefully.
For myself, I'm glad, gentlemen. I would have sincerely regretted it if we had to shoot both of you, but unfortunately, that seemed to be the only solution to this rather nasty situation. Fortunately, it didn't turn out that way. Joyful.
Don't think we'll be behind bars for long, chickens. Whistler may be dead, but his empire still won't crumble.
Oh, look at that. He can talk.
In complex sentences, too.
Yeah, or something like that.
Amazing. If there's anything at all...
Thank you, Martin. There's no need for that.
Nice catch, Bosco.
Yeah, I wish I could, Sonny.
So, here they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicken Police, in the flesh.
Damn it, Tim. Drop it and cluck off.
Oh, no, boys. This time, you deserve it.
What the cluck did you say, boss?
Stand up straight and try to look like someone who's glad to be alive.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
Ooh, attention, Chicken Police. Say cheese.
I hope they play the full song of the lady. Oh shit! Chicken police! Chicken police! Birds of a feather flock together. The chicken police are back, and the chicken police is to blame for it. What? Tasha Katsenko went missing. This motherfucker. So the following animal species were not included in this game. Indo-Chinese tiger, northern white rhino, Spix macaw, Hawaiian tree snail, Indian cheetah, among many others. This is Chicken Police Painted Red. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna let the credits go. We'll be right back. I knew it was gonna play the whole song. I'm gonna let you listen to the song. I'll be right back.
I'm already dead inside. My body is an empty bottle. Come on, baby, just give us an hour. I need to feel it. I'm gonna feel it. You make me come alive. I try to run away, but my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being safe. Chloe's still lying in my bed.
I gotta get that soundtrack. I gotta get that soundtrack.
The whole world goes to black and white. The moon is falling. I hear you calling. My city is on fire.
I'm gonna find Chicken Police soundtrack or OST.
Rock hard knuckles and easy checks. Where are you, baby? I'm still your lady. I'm gonna.
Oh, that's what they had to do? Oh, she's a cat lady? Oh, yeah, she is a cat lady. Oh, shit.
But my soul keeps me turning back. I'm tired of being safe. Chloe's still lying in my bed. it's dead.
To be continued. Unless they make another chicken police.
Natasha?
You were expecting me, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not surprised.
I just wanted to talk to you.
About what exactly?
You know very well.
What do you think, Natasha? Why didn't she tell me?
Because she loved you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, she may have never left the place. Perhaps she'd still be there.
Ah, sheep shit.
We used to dream about falling in love with a nice man who comes and saves us someday. A knight in shining armor. You know, like in the fairy tales.
And how did that work out for you?
She fell in love with a good guy. I didn't. I envy her.
I'm not that good guy, Natasha. But if it's any consolation, she could have found him. Maybe she's living with him right now, somewhere on the other side of the world.
Well, goodbye, Sonny.
So long, sweetheart. Hey, Natasha, you have a light? I've been trying to smoke this sorry-ass cig all day. It's driving me crazy.
Maybe you don't really need it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Call me 555-223. 555-223. What happens? Whatever happens, happens. I need to write that number in case I decide to like do this game all over again. 555-223. Before I forget, where's the pen? Oh my god, where's the pen? There it is. 555-223. Chicken police. I better not be like any number for fucking, what do you call that? Those sex hotlines? Alright, that is Chicken Police. Oh, Chicken Police painted red. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's an awesome game. Point and click noir novel. And you don't really have to read much. All dialogue is verbally said, which I am happy. I love games like that. I know they can't do that with all the games. But sometimes I notice like audio or audible. Oh, I can't do the fucking... God, hold on. I can't do the... what do you call this? The voice command, because for some reason StreamerBot is not working, so I can't do nothing voice command right now. And also channel points are not going to be working properly because everything's tied to StreamerBot. Until I get that fixed, then let me see what game. I saw this game already. I don't have it installed. I'm gonna check to see what other ones I can play and which one I can install. I have a list of what I wanted to play. Let me see, random game stuff. Games I'm interested in. Let me see. Let me see. I played Orwell. I played Oxenfree. Republic, that's a pretty good one. I'm not getting off soon. I'm just looking to see what future games Well, I did say I wanted to. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this one. I told myself, because for some reason the input is not going through. I'm trying, like I'm really trying to pass this fucking game, and the inputs are not going through. So I'm not gonna stress myself or give myself a fucking aneurysm to try to pass it. Maybe I'll go back to it one day when it's almost finished. But right now it's unpublished. Oh shit, I forgot. It's unpublished, so until I finish it, then I can publish it. For anybody that wants to see like the highlighted videos. And some of these are gonna take time to download. I gotta check. I know this is a point and click, right? Yeah, point and click adventures. I gotta think about, because point and click are really mental heavy. And I just did a point and click. It was decent, but since I pay attention a little bit to detail, the game was kind of this is another one I want to play. I got on my list. That's me, gente. Oh. But all of these I gotta download, and I don't have any of these downloaded. Maybe over the weekend. I know I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to try to take my time to download all these games, and then figure out in what order or when am I going to play them. Because I know me and my sister go back between Warframe, Fortnite, and all that stuff. I don't got like money to keep buying like the new shit, so I got to play my old shit. Free shit that I've been getting. Well, with Amazon Prime and what's this thing? Epic. Epic's been giving out a few free games, which I'm like so glad. Boomerang FU? What the fuck is that? Great game. I passed it. Great game. Monster Prom. What the fuck is this? Oh, is this game that they took it out finally? That game with the ball back and forth that I enjoyed. I think it was in beta, and then they kept taking it out, putting it back. I really enjoyed that game. But of course, you got people trying to become pros and shit with it, so it became like less enjoyable. I gotta play this again. But I want to do something brainless right now. I played this. It looks like I'm gonna have to restart, but I almost went to the ending. Turn-based RPG. And I saw the actual show, so I'm not show, the movie. All puppetry, which I loved. And my heart salty key. Let me see. I played this. This is, you have to beat this within until the time limit the game tells you to, which is what, 4 hours, and then ditto. That's like the same. So you're gonna have to repeat yourself. If you don't win with that little guy, then you're gonna have to repeat the shit all out and then do it faster. I beat it in one sitting. Luckily. Let me see, what am I in the mood to? No, I don't have any these downloaded, so. I might just play Warframe. And make sure I get these into the PC during the weekend. The Last of Us, Lost Horizon. Let me stop. Played 1 and 2, enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't have any of these downloaded, so. Don't rate me if I'm so fucking done with you, girl. So fucking done with all the games you play. I ain't no tic-tac-toe. And that's a no, and I don't know, I'm do, re, mi. I'm so fucking done with you, girl. And that's a no, I goes. All right, let me see what I got here. I got these are all the games I passed. This one was long and confusing, but I passed it. Bitch, you crazy, and nothing's ever good enough for you. And the rain me from so fucking done with you, girl. Did I highlight this? With all the games you play, I ain't no tic-tac-toe. No, I was saying I want to pass. No, I'm not gonna pass this game again. This is aneurysm inducing. I loved it, but this is aneurysm inducing. I know I did Max Payne like how many years ago? I feel like doing this again to see how it looks in with the graphics card. I might reinstall this again to see and play it. Fuck it. Oh no, but I think I have it highlighted. But back then I didn't have like the stream markers and all that shit, so everything's all fucked up. So let me see. I might pass this again, but not right now, not in a hurry. Games I want to stream. Look at that. Games I've passed. Games I want to stream. Jesus Christ. Soul Worker. I still don't even. It looked like a little hack and slash. Oh, I already put this game I passed. I don't know if I passed this already. I want to play this again. I need like to fuck around with this on my own time. I passed this already. I haven't even finished this one. I think I might have to restart it. I don't know if this game is allowed on Twitch. I don't know. I think it's Lust in the Dark that's a little too sexual. That's not allowed. This game, I think they said that it was too slow. The action, it was like not an Elden Ring, like a Souls game, but it was like too slow. Or something like that. I think this game got really bad reviews. Wish I knew that before I bought it. Ooh, I haven't finished the Phantom Pain. I should. But I'm not in the mood for that right now. I know when I'm in the mood for this. Ooh, I haven't played these. This is another one that's gonna take a lot of brain. Oh, I got this downloaded. This is another point and click, right? I have this downloaded, but I forgot, is this a point and click? Yeah, Daedalic. I have a lot of Daedalic games. Funny if I said dick games. And they're all mostly point and click, like very difficult point and click games. So I'm gonna have to be mentally set for this shit. Yeah, it is a point and click. Too much achievements. Oh, it doesn't say anything? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, this is a song from No Straight Roads. I haven't even finished Randall's Monday. You want? Let's sign into. It's not showing it? Like, wow. It's actually not, it's like things are not working in this fucking thing. Display capture's not working. That's weird. What? Weird! It's a stream crash? Let me check if the fucking stream crashed. God damn it. It's like this shit does not fucking fail. So my voice ain't working. What the fuck happened to my voice? Hello? That's not working. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not playing Fortnite. I'm just checking. I got Mr. Alien Man. I already got this Banshee. I already got this Banshee. And I'm not playing for some reason the display is not showing. Well, display ain't working. Nothing's ever working. I'm not gonna play no I'm not gonna be playing no Dota right now. Not in the mood for it. The Mandalorian.
Hey friends, check this merch out.
I have 6 hours. The fuck is going on? Like, is nothing working? Like, after this update, the 29, I should have just kept it at 28. Like, things take so slow to show. Like, game capture and all that shit. You know what? And then the be right back didn't turn off. And there's something going on. All right. I'm gonna reset the stream. I'll be right back. So I've been streaming for 3 hours, almost 4. All right. I can do another 4, probably. All right.